Welcome back to the bakery. I am your chief baker, your host, Big Money Bright, and I'm back with another hot slice. Today I want to talk about misinformation, sort of. So every now and then I will see something on Facebook usually. There's a post that kind of circulates and there's a person complaining that they were under the impression that the image on the back of a nickel was the White House. So when they find out that the image on the back of the nickel is not a White House, they feel like they've been lied to. That's always bothered me because I feel like I remember pretty clearly learning the United States coins, what was on the front, what was on the back. I had learned all of this in like first grade. So that makes me wonder, did you not learn the same thing that I did? Were you not present when it happened? Maybe you had a teacher who just didn't know what they were talking about. I'm not sure. So I figured, hey, why not do a quick episode about the coins that we use most often, what's on the front, what's on the back, that sort of thing. Probably won't be using a lot of technical terms because not into all that. I don't claim to be a professional. But this is just a refresher, if anything. So we're only going to do 4 coins, the 4 most common. So it's the penny, the nickel, the dime, and the quarter. And we'll go in order from the lowest to the highest. And we'll just quickly talk about what they are. And for the people who have the privilege of being able to actually see me, we have visual aids. So we're going to start with the 1 cent piece, the penny, the copper thing. So a penny is 1/100th of a dollar. It's worth 1 cent. It takes 100 of these to make $1. And the image on the front is Abraham Lincoln. Everybody knows him, right? Of course. It's the only coin we have made out of copper. And on the back of it, we have the Lincoln Memorial. I remember being taught in kindergarten, I think, that if you look real close, you can kind of see Lincoln statue back there, but I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it on camera. But next time you handle a penny, if you even handle pennies anymore in 2022, year of our Lord, you might be able to see Abraham Lincoln, like a little dot of him. So next up is the 5 cent piece, the nickel, which bears the image of former President Thomas Jefferson. So on the back of this, and keep in mind, we're talking about the things that you see most commonly, not the variations and all that other stuff. So on the back of this would be Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's personal quarters, where he lived and owned slaves, but that's a different story for a different day. It is not the White House. It never was the White House. And if you actually look at it at the bottom, I believe, make sure I'm not lying here, it actually says Monticello at the bottom, if you look real close. So that's what's on the back of a nickel. What about the dime? 10 cent piece. This bears the image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This is worth 1/10 of a dollar. So it takes 10 of these to make 100 cents. $1, right? And on the back of the dime, you have the images of an oak branch, which represents strength, a torch, which represents liberty, and an olive branch that represents peace. And last but not least, we have the quarter, which is 1/4 or 1/4 of a dollar. It takes 4 of these to make $1. On the front, you have the image of the first president, George Washington. And of course, this has gone through many variations, but a very common one that was in place for years, on the back of it is the American eagle. And if you look really closely, the eagle is perched atop a bundle of arrows, and underneath the arrows is 2 olive branches. So again, kind of symbolizing like strength, but peace at the same time. So in case for some reason you either weren't present in class when that was taught, or your teacher was mistaken, or maybe you just have bad memory, that's what's going on in the back of the most popular U.S. coins. We didn't get into the $50 with JFK. We didn't talk about any of the other special coins, the Sacagawea coin, any of that other stuff. But hey, if you guys feel like jumping in the comments and talking about that, that's cool. I won't stop you. I always want people to break bread. But yeah, it kind of bugged me that every now and then I come across a post like that. And this is me going on record reminding you that you were probably taught what's actually on the back of a nickel and a penny and a dime and a quarter. And you just forgot. And that's okay. People forget things. That's all I got for today. I hope everybody has a positive and productive day. Be well. Break bread.